If I lost everything tomorrow and had to rebuild to $10,000 a month as fast as possible, here's exactly what I'd do differently. If it's the first time we meet, my name is Fred, and I've built an online business that's made me thousands of dollars a day in profit. By the way, I come from the low middle class. My dad was a nurse and my mother a nursing assistant. So here's the thing most people don't understand about hitting that 10K mark. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter from day one. I'll be honest with you, I've made every mistake in the book. And if I could go back and talk to myself 3 years ago, these 6 strategies would have cut my timeline in half. Maybe you're at 0 right now. Maybe you're stuck at 3 or 5K a month and can't break through. Either way, this is your roadmap. Let's start with a very important lesson. And this is where most people mess up before they even launch their business. You need to sell digital products instead of physical products. Look, I'm not saying physical products don't work or you can't make money with them, but I want to let you in on a little secret that changed everything for me. Physical products operate on margins between 5 and 20% if you're lucky. You're dealing with inventory, shipping, returns, customer service nightmares. All of that eats into your profit. Not to mention your personal well-being. Now, when it comes to digital products, we're talking 80 to 98% profit margins. Think about it. You create it once, you sell it infinitely. You don't need warehouses, there's no shipping delays, no products sitting in your garage. Whether you're selling courses, coaching, templates, consulting services, software, whatever it is, you build it once and you scale it without the traditional business overhead. That's the leverage point. And it makes all the difference. When I went from doing some shitty dropshipping, reselling products from Wish and AliExpress, to then selling digital products, everything changed. Because suddenly, every sale actually put money in my pocket instead of just covering the costs. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Now, here's the next step, and this one is critical. You need to pick a high-value niche and make it incredibly specific. This is where beginners lose months or even years. They go too broad, thinking they'll capture more customers, but you end up capturing nobody because you're not speaking to anyone specifically. Let me give you some examples. Instead of saying, I help people with fitness, you say, I help busy executives lose weight without spending hours at the gym or giving up their favorite foods. Can you see the difference? You just told a very specific person exactly what problem you solve and how you solve it differently. Or instead of I do mindset coaching, you say I help entrepreneurs to fix their mindset and scale their business past 6 figures a year. That's a completely different level of clarity. The riches are in the niches as a beginner in business. You've probably heard that before, but most people don't actually apply it. When you niche down, 3 things happen. First, your marketing becomes 10 times easier because you know exactly who you're talking to. Try to run an ad and you talk to everyone, when really you're only wanting a certain type of customer. You're gonna waste your money, I can guarantee it. Second, you can charge more because you're a specialist, not a generalist. And third, you actually get results faster for your clients because you're focusing on solving one specific problem really well instead of trying to be everything to everyone at the same time. Now, this is probably gonna make some people uncomfortable, but stay with me. You need to charge high ticket prices. I'm talking at least $1,000 all the way to $10,000 and more. It's not like there's a limit, but there is a bare minimum. When I first started, I'll be honest with you, I was terrified of charging premium prices. I thought I had to be cheap to get customers, like sell something for $50, a few $100. Well, let me tell you, that was a huge mistake. And here's why this matters for hitting 10K a month quickly. If you're charging $100 for your service or product, you need 100 clients to hit $10,000. That's 100 sales conversations, 100 onboarding processes, 100 people to deal with. That's a lot. But if you charge $2,000, you only need 5 clients. Just 5. Can't you convince 5 people to pay you $2,000 for a valuable product or service? That's a completely different business model. So in your opinion, which one sounds more achievable starting from 0? Which one will get you to 10K per month the fastest? High ticket pricing isn't just about the math though. It actually makes you better about what you do. When someone invests serious money with you, at least a few $1,000s, they show up differently. They actually take things seriously, they take action, they get results. And when they get results, you get testimonials, referrals, case studies, everything you need to build your business to the next level. Plus, you can actually afford to deliver incredible value when you're not stretched across 100 low-paying clients. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Something that's crucial is understanding your bottleneck. Every business only grows up to a certain point before it hits a wall, and you have to identify and fix that bottleneck to scale. This is the diagnosis phase that most people skip. Are you not getting enough traffic? That's a visibility problem. You need more eyeballs on your offer, in your funnel. Are you getting traffic but nobody's buying? That's a conversion problem. It could be your messaging is off, or your offer isn't compelling enough, or you're not selling it the right way. And maybe you're making enough sales, but you can't get more customers because you don't have enough time. That's a delivery model problem. You need to systematize or change how you fulfill. Go from a done-for-you service to an online course. Or maybe you're doing everything right, but the numbers just aren't adding up. That could be a pricing problem. I see people trying to fix the wrong thing all the time. They'll run ads when their real problem is their offer doesn't convert. Or they'll try to automate their delivery when actually they just need more traffic. You have to be honest about where your specific bottleneck is and attack that first. For me, my first bottleneck was definitely traffic like most people. I had a good offer, but nobody knew I even existed. Once I fixed that, my next bottleneck became time. I couldn't handle more clients without burning out. That's when I had to restructure my entire delivery model. Go from a service to a course with coaching. Next, and this one's gonna save you thousands of dollars, make social media content first to get clients instead of going straight to paid advertising. Look, I love paid advertising now because when you do it right, it's an infinite cash printing machine at your disposal. But when you're starting from zero, you don't need to spend money on ads yet. You need to prove your concept and get your first few clients organically with social media. Social media content is your unfair advantage right now. It's literally free distribution to potentially millions of people, of potential customers. You want to pick only one platform. I don't care if it's Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever aligns with your niche, and you go all in on creating valuable content consistently, even daily if possible. This does three things simultaneously. First, it builds your authority and credibility. Then, it generates inbound leads, so you're not cold DMing people all day long or doing some awkward outreach to strangers who don't give a shit. Instead, people are coming to you with their credit card in their hand, begging to buy your product. And it also gives you a laboratory to test your messaging and see what resonates, see what converts without risking your money on ads when you don't even understand how ads work in the first place, or when you don't even have the capital to pour in them in the first place. I got my first 20 clients purely from organic content. No ads, no complex funnels, just valuable posts that attracted the right people who then reached out to work with me. Once you've dialed in your messaging and proven your offer works, then and only then you can pour fuel on the fire with paid ads. But start with content, document your journey, share your insights, provide genuine, helpful value. Don't hold anything back, otherwise people will think you suck. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast. Now, once you've got some cash coming in the business, it's time to hire the right people to delegate and free up your time. At some point, you only have 24 hours in a day. You can't demultiply yourself infinitely. You do that by hiring. This one often trips people up because they think they need to do everything themselves until they're making a certain amount of money. That is the wrong approach, because your time is your most valuable asset. And if you want to scale past 10K per month and beyond, you can't be the bottleneck in your own business. Now, I'm not saying go hire a full team on day one, but as soon as you can afford it, even if it's just a few $100s a month, start delegating the tasks that drain your energy or aren't your zone of genius. For most of us, that's things like graphic design, video editing, admin work, bookkeeping, customer service, etc. Anything that takes your time away from the high leverage activities like creating content, selling, serving clients, improving your offer. And as you know, you build a team around your weaknesses so you can stay in your strengths. So there you've got it, the exact blueprint I follow if I had to rebuild to $10,000 a month from scratch. To sum it up, sell digital products instead of physical products for maximum profit margins. Pick a specific high-value niche that allows you to stand out and charge high ticket prices so you need fewer clients to hit 10K per month. Identify and fix your specific bottleneck instead of guessing and winging it. And then build organic traffic through content before you spend a single dime on advertising. And once you've done that, you want to delegate strategically to multiply your time, your income, and your impact. Look, this isn't theory. These are the principles that took me from struggling to consistent 5-figure months. And here's what I want you to understand. You don't need all 6 of these dialed in perfectly to get started. You just need to start implementing them one at a time, learn from that feedback, and keep adjusting. Your 10K per month is absolutely achievable, but it requires strategic thinking, not just hard work. Plenty of people from all over the world work extremely hard, but they're poor. If you want to discover how I've made thousands of dollars a day online, I've made a free training that will show you everything step by step. The link will be in the description. And for a limited time, you can also apply to book a free call with me or a member of my team. On that call, we'll see what's blocking you from making more money, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step plan so you can start your business today, even with $0 in startup capital, and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description, but be quick because we have very limited spots and they fill up fast.